everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have something fun. I found new makeup at the drugstore and I went online and I looked for reviews and I couldn't really find any. So we're testing out some new Revlon products. I was at the store and I saw the new Revlon. There's 4 products in this line. There is 2 primers, a concealer, and then a foundation. This one is made for your forehead. And the reason why I bought this, because I'm thinking like, a primer for the forehead? Don't really understand that. So I wanted to try that out. We also have a foundation and we have the concealer. This stuff is expensive. I was actually like, kind of shocked by how much it was. Foundation retails for $23.99. The primer retails for $23.99 and the concealer retails for $18.99. That is expensive for drugstore products, in my opinion. I like the Maybelline Fit Me, this guy. This is like my favorite foundation, and you can get it on sale for $6.99. So this better work really nicely because I could get 3 of these for the price of this. Just saying. So this is the Revlon Youth FX Fill and Blur Primer for Forehead. The directions just say brush product onto forehead lines and wrinkles and let dry, and then it says wear alone or under your makeup. I don't have deep lines in the forehead, but I do have 2 fine lines that go across. They're in here. You can see them. So I just wanted to see if it did make a difference throughout the day, because if it does, well then, this is the winner. So the bottle looks kind of cool. It actually does look cool. And it's glass. It's a glass bottle. And the applicator is really different. It looks like a nail polish brush. So I'm going to take this. I just have... before this video, I have serum on, I have eye cream on, and I also have a moisturizer on, and I also put my sunscreen on. So on top of all of that jazz, I'm going to add this line wrinkle thing to my forehead in the areas where I have some fine ass lines here. So I like the applicator. I think it's cool. And then I'm just going to, I guess, pat it in with my finger. It says you're supposed to see instant results. I tried it on my boyfriend last night. I made him. But like, I don't know. I didn't see like, I think it looked less, he has fine lines in his forehead too, but I think it looked less because of this. It's supposed to have like this optical illusion with the spheres that are supposed to blur. So I guess it does a good job at that, but I'm just curious if it actually like prevents my makeup from creasing up in my forehead, because throughout the day, I notice obviously, like, you know, wearing my foundation 5 hours in or whatever, I get the forehead lines, like you get the indentation. So if this works for getting rid of that, that would be just awesome. To be honest with you, looking in the mirror right now, actually they do look smoother. I don't even know if you can tell on camera right now, but they don't look as, they weren't harsh before, but they actually look like very minimal now. It did blur for sure. That rhymed. Next, I'm going to prime the rest of my face, because I always prime the rest of my face. For the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Smashbox Radiance primer. I've been really liking this one. It is nice, especially when I'm tan. It gives your skin this really nice glow. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put it all over my face. So what they're saying about this foundation, it says that it instantly erases the appearance of dark spots, age spots, and hyperpigmentation. It comes in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shades. I have number 210, which is Sand Beige. Sand Beige is the 5th darkest color, I guess. I've never really used a Revlon foundation before. I know that people like the Color Stay one, but this is basically my first time using a Revlon foundation. This is what the color 210 looks like. I had another shade, it was one darker, I think it was 240, but it looked pink. So that is what 210 goes on like. The texture feels like, almost like a creamy mousse. So I guess we're just gonna apply it. This color kind of looks a little bit like, it looks a little ashy, but I could be wrong when I blend it out. And if you don't watch my channel, if you're new, my skin tone is combination. I'm definitely a combination skin tone. I do get oily in my T-zone. So I'm just gonna apply it with a beauty blender. The packaging also looks deceiving. I find it looks really small because it's really skinny. But you do get 30 ml, and that's what you get in every other foundation, so it's the same amount. It just looks kind of deceiving just because of the packaging. When I'm self-tan, I definitely could use a darker shade, but I found that the darker shade had pink in it, and I like foundations that have more yellow, so I don't really know if that will work for me. If I was definitely not self-tan, this color would probably be perfect. It's not that bad. Like in person, it almost matches my neck. So looking at myself, it definitely gave a nice coverage. I definitely would say it's a medium to full coverage. You definitely probably could even build on it even more. The only thing I'm noticing a little bit, if I zoom you in, if you have any texture to your skin, it kind of shows it. Like here, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, so it kind of shows the texture a little bit, like it grabs to it a tiny bit on the skin, which is weird because it's supposed to be like line blurring and everything else, but it does like look flawless. It does give a nice finish. I think it's just, maybe it's that like moussey texture. I'm not sure. The color is not too bad actually. It's okay. So that is the foundation. And on my forehead actually, now I'm going to tell you something. My forehead looks smooth. And sometimes when I try out foundations right away, it kind of leaves like this little bit of a creasing mark in the forehead. So this primer so far in the forehead is looking pretty smooth. So let's go with the concealer now. Okay, so I'm on the website about this concealer. The concealer comes in 6 shades. I have the shade Light Medium, which is, Light Medium is the 3rd lightest shade. And what it says about this product, it says it's lightweight, hydrating formula that works to fill in lines and blurs wrinkles with micro fillers and optical diffusers. It erases the appearance of dark circles with color correcting pigments to brighten skin around the eyes and dramatically transform the appearance of crow's feet, and it has a cushion applicator making it easy to blend. So the only downside about this at the store is that it comes like this, first of all, so you can't tell the color. It's like you can't see through the packaging, like let's say like a Wet n Wild one where you can kind of be like, okay, I can see the color. This, you cannot see the color at all, so that's a downside to me. And then even when you open it, because I was like, okay, let me open it and look at it, because I don't want to, I hate people that use product in the store. Like, okay, I get it, there's no tester, but by you using it, like, okay, yeah, they have to get rid of it, they have to throw it out. And on top of that, you know what I really hate? I hate when people use it, and then they buy it, but they don't take the one that they used. They leave the one that they used there and buy a new one, the same color. I'm like, anyways, if you're gonna at least use it, buy the one you used. That's my rant. So this is what the product looks like. It definitely looks really cool. It reminds me of the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer with that little spongy tip. And again, same thing. So when I opened it, I thought, okay, maybe I could see through the packaging, but this is a sticker. It is not the product, so you can't tell the color. So I'm going blindly with this, and I'm hoping this works. So let's start clicking. I know they take a while when you first get them for the product to come out. Make sure you have 10 minutes before you use this product to get the product out. Here it comes. Here it is. So Light Medium is definitely yellow undertoned, which I like in a concealer, and it seems to be very lightweight, and it has a little bit of a glow to it. So I'm just going to apply this how I normally would apply a concealer. Yeah, definitely this one is a yellow undertone, which is really good if you want to brighten. Okay, so just to compare to, you get 3.2 milliliters, which is 0.11 ounces in this Revlon concealer. And in a Maybelline concealer, you get 6.8 milliliters, which is 0.23 ounces. Okay, so like, you get double concealer in this Maybelline thing and then this, which is very concerning to me because this is expensive. This is $18.99. And I find that I burn through these Maybelline ones pretty quickly, and they have double the product. So if I'm using this on a daily basis, like, is this gonna last me a month? It probably won't even last me a month. So that to me is concerning. That's the concern I have with that. So I'm just gonna take a sponge and I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, so I do like the coverage on this. I find that it's good, and I also do like this shade, like medium. I find it's the perfect amount. Like, it's not too light, but it has that brightness to it, so it's nice. I had like a little breakout here. It definitely covered it no problem, and it looks like it's like smooth in that area, but like it does look a little bit textured, I find. Like, once I apply all this product, I do find I look a little bit more textured than normal. So the time is 10:57, and I'm just gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and I'm gonna come back in and I'll do check-ins. I'll let you know how it's wearing, and I won't blot my face because I want to see how the oil is working with my skin and this product. So stay tuned, I'll be back. The time is now 11:21, so I am going to keep checking back in. I'll probably check in at least twice, but I set the under eye with my Rimmel loose powder, and I did the whole face with the Dermablend loose powder. I feel like if you are dry, it could possibly cling to your dry patches. That is the only thing, because I feel like it is showing a little bit of texture, but other than that, it is looking pretty good. It is looking full coverage, so let's just see how it holds up with the oil. I'm not gonna blot or anything like that. I'm gonna try not to, because I wanna show you how it wears throughout the day. The forehead is looking good, it's looking smooth. So far that is pretty awesome. So I will be back for my check-in. See you in a bit. Okay, so I'm checking back in. I was out, it is now 3:06. I have not powdered my face, I have not blotted my face, I've done nothing. The foundation has not oxidized, so it does not look darker. I really has not oxidized at all. I find that the new CoverGirl Elixir foundation, I really do like it, this guy here, but I find if you're going to buy this foundation, make sure you get a lighter shade because it oxidizes so bad. Like, I put it on, I look great, and then I'll go out to daylight, and after like 2 hours, I'm orange. So just want to say, if you're gonna get this foundation, definitely get a lighter shade. But I've had no oxidization, my nose has not separated, the oil is in control, I have no oily T-zone at all. Like, I'm actually impressed right now with the oil control on this foundation. I did set it with my Dermablend face powder, which does make a huge difference. I find this is a really great setting powder, it's excellent, but I used it before with other foundations and still got the oily T-zone, so it's looking to be like a really good oil control foundation. The concealer looks great. It has not creased or anything like that. Like, it looks nice, definitely looks smooth, so I definitely do like the concealer. My forehead lines too, by the way, they're still smooth, which is kind of bizarre because I feel like by this point with a normal foundation, usually I do get those little bit of a fine line through the forehead, and right now I don't have the fine line. So I'm telling you, I've read reviews on this, and out of everything, people say that this forehead primer is pretty good. So if you do have like wrinkles that bother you in your forehead or fine lines, you might want to check this product out, because so far I do find that it's making my forehead look smooth. Just saying. But here's a close-up, and like it still looks really nice, but you can kind of see a little bit of texture like around my nose here, where it's a little bit more dry. But it hasn't even separated on my nose. My nose always separates and it's still intact. And then here's a close-up of my forehead, which to me, like, it's pretty good. Like, I usually get a lot of more of a line here, and it's really fine. So it does look like it's working. I'm going out now, and I don't know, like, I'm gonna try to check back in, but I'm not coming back to my house, so I will bring my camera with me, and maybe I'll do like a quick check-in a couple hours from now just to see. I'll try not to blot my face or anything, and just to see how it wears. But so far, this foundation and concealer and primer is actually surprisingly impressing me, and my mom even said that she liked my foundation today, so that's a plus. So anyways, so I'm gonna check in one last time. The time is 6:20, and I have not touched up once yet at all. The only thing I'm noticing, I'm getting a tiny bit oily, a little bit, not much, around the nose. And I don't know, the concealer is starting to crease a little bit around the eye, but I feel like that's normal through the day for that to happen. And my forehead, so my forehead lines actually look definitely smaller than normal. So I think the primer really does work. I definitely give that a good review. But like, the foundation is looking really good. Like, it's holding up pretty well. I find that it's maybe starting to wear a bit in my T-zone, but for the most part, it is looking good. For not touching up at all, I think it looks really, really good. So this will be the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.